Hey, everybody. We are still looking at the fruit of peace. And this week we're in Acts chapter 10, and we're looking at Peter. You know, in the Gospels, Peter's blunders they're well documented. We know Peter made a lot of mistakes. But here we are, post-resurrection, post-Pentecost. Peter has been transformed and emerged as a leader in the church, and yet Peter is still dealing with some partiality. He sees God's chosen people, the Jewish people, as above everyone else, and he's having trouble associating with Gentiles. And this is documented a couple of different places. One, when Paul confronts him about his attitude, and then in these verses from Acts 10, where just prior to the verses we read, um, Peter has a vision, and in the vision, God lets down a net full of clean and unclean animals and tells Peter to eat. And Peter says, "No, Lord, I've never eaten anything unclean." And God says, "What I've called clean, Peter, don't call unclean." And this has to happen three times before Peter finally gets it, and then reports these words: "Truly, I understand that God shows no partiality, but in every nation, anyone who fears him and does what is right is acceptable to him. As for the word that he sent to Israel, preaching good news of peace through Jesus Christ, he is Lord of all. You yourselves know what happened." That God brought peace to the world, to everyone, peace between people, peace between nations, and they're all equal. God is not partial, and we are not partial either. That's part of the peace that God has established in us. It's part of that fruit of peace that we show ourselves to be people who are impartial. We see everyone created in the image of God, and we see everyone as a recipient of God's peace. Let's take that one with us throughout the week. Let's try to be as impartial as we can be towards all these different people in our world. That's it. Have a great week.